All right, check it out. Joining me namhlanje is a maestro, not only behind the mic, not only behind the studio, but behind the decks as well. Look, this man is like itata of it, yazwa. Cool, calm and collected ngaphandle. Kodwa, kuyasetshenzwa ngaphakathi. On the real, man. Mans has serious work ethic, dude. I kid you not. I've been watching this guy and I'm like, oh, yeah, spotted him, cheater, man. He takes it so seriously, but it's all passion, it's all love, man. Please help me welcome our father, better known as DJ SpheLive. How manja and dog?
Yeah, loving the intro. How are you, man?
Gimnanga cool, face to taki SpheLive.
No, hundreds, boy.
All of it. Yazi, I actually like, Yazi, this is a great opportunity to just to get to know you, because you don't really like talk much about yourself. You keep to yourself. Like, who's pay everything he does, you come back to, and what's the expression? You keep your cards close to your chest, which is it's not a bad thing. It's where did you grow up? Like siblings and that kind of vibe.
Nazareth, and then ngakhulela eZakheni location, and then I did my schooling there, and then ngizalwa ngedwa ekhaya from my mother's side, and then from my dad's side it's by 3. So yeah, I mean ngikhule ngomuntu nje entertainment, othanda radio, othanda TV, othanda music, and obviously looking at my father and my mother, my father is a guitarist as well, so ngikhule nje in a musical family.
Oh, cool. So each time Lelsha like a kerki noma, like he had his own band, like
they had a band. They had a band back in the day. Yeah, it was a jazz band.
Oh, that's cool.
I think I take from my father as well, because I'm a huge fan. Yeah, jazz.
Sure. So each time you grew up lidlala and you like lomculo, and then you developed your own palette of music.
Yep. Because now will say quietly. So yeah, you like music. There was chabula music, it's music, so celebrate some music. So yeah, and then I think that means a point.
All right, cool, man. So we're gonna get to the music a little bit later on in the show. You did mention umsakazo was also one of your passions growing up.
Yes.
So that is actually something I know now. You love radio. So at which point in your life did you first start enjoying radio, and mhlambi bapha basakazi that got you hooked on radio?
It's interesting. Look, this is how it started. Time radio, so being a span, time as a toy, and then I used to sleep with this thing, wake up in the morning with this thing. This thing used to be my friend.
What?
And then until my dad fixed it. So usually when looking interested would see like and then at some point and then the passion started from early age. I started listening to Olinda or Sipombata or Games Man, the rest is history.
So awuzothini mfethu if wayiqaqa leshandiso wabafica impela abantu bephakathi. Hey man, so ukusakaza, look mfethu, let's keep it real, yabona. Mawukuthi somebody is joining us now, is not quite sure who we're talking to. We're talking to our very own DJ SpheLive, umsakazi la kwiGagasi FM. So I'd like to know ukuthi SpheLive ukusakaza njengoba bethi it is basically talking behind the mic. Anyone can do that, but not everyone can do that, yabona. That rise above the others, like yourself, so keeping in mind ukuthi umsakazo walabantu that you mentioned who got you hooked on umsakazo is very different from umsakazo wa 2022. What makes umsakazi ontswempu in 2022 going on to 2023?
I think there was ukuthi wehluke kakhulu kunabanye abantu, ukuba authentic, ukurelate kubantu, ukhuluma into umuntu mabekulalele athawe yazi kamchitha mfethu uyimina, yabo lento ngisho, like akumele ube untouchable, ube unreachable, yabo. Bele umuntu angabekulalela asho ukuthi azosiphila Njinga ngahlala naye eKhawashi, shaya inyama, And another thing, also looking at the fact that things are going with digital space.
Sure.
I think we also need to look at that space and get into it. Ngazo zonke indlela sibe present with social media. I like what radio stations are doing right now. Njinga podcast.
Yeah. So it's not like before where just being on radio guaranteed. So now it's more digital. Is that what you're saying?
Of course. I mean, look at what podcast is doing. Yeah, but we are in that space, and it's working. It's working big time. The numbers are not lying.
True story. Right, so SpheLive, look, man, I would actually just like for us to go see music, because that's exactly why you're here. I mean, we can talk about radio all day, fam. But before we get into the music, you've got a hot song right now, dog. It's a playlist like Kakasi FM, Mang Mona Wena, featuring Usantana Morena. So before we talk about it, preview, sneak peek.
Sure.
So it is Mang Mona Wena featuring Santana Morena, DJ SpheLive. We're going to be chatting with them. Yeah, man, we're going to find out a little bit more about the music side of his personality as we found out about Tunga Indao. Stick around. Oh, thank you, DJ SpheLive. Thank you. All right, we still have him on the line right here. DJ SpheLive, what's up, boy?
Sure, boy.
Dog, as I always say, dog, I want to listen to my shows, I always say you've got an ear for music, dog. So, before we get into that, other than radio, you have this music career that you started. This is actually your second single right now, your second hit.
Yeah.
So was releasing music part of the plan before i-radio or noma ishandisi oyibona ukuthi no iyahamselana verse ne-radio awuthi ngisale sengena ngoba uyawuthanda?
I've always wanted this thing. I've always wanted to do this thing. I mean, I remember when I was still with the community radio station. I released my first track. Remember when you visited me, a production, Lapispan, and then one booth, production. I was like, this was my first song.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you still remember that.
I do remember.
So, you do, ne?
Yeah, production studio.
Production studio, yes. So that was my first song that I did. Unfortunately, because I got to push it. Is relevant. So this has always been playing me, and this has always been a dream to me. It's nothing new. So I'm really grateful with it.
Oh, showcase, dog. As you sound so sincere, so just going back to your so the first single that I heard, it didn't work out, but it worked out. Single with this one, right? So how was the reception for you on that single?
It was amazing. I think it's one of it doesn't motivate you to actually come up with my second song. I mean, that was amazing. Not only from Ekakasi, different radio stations. I mean, people from overseas as well. People from Australia, Korea. Saying that, look, basuka lapha eMzansi, but they are doing sound danger, because it's something that is so unusual. In the science that we fuse umaskandi umpakanga ne house, which is something engajwayelekanga. I think that's one thing eyenza ukuthi ingoma izwakale kamnandi kubantu.
Dog, you got fans in South Korea, dog.
My man, I'm not lying. For real.
That's all good, dog. All right, man. So let's talk about this single right now, man. Mang Bona Wena featuring Usantana Morena. So can you just tell us ukuthi ihlangane kanjani le ngoma? Also, uba ucula lapha. It's wena noma uSantana ucula kule ngoma le.
Usantana.
I'm mhlawumbe ayishaya notes. Asikwazi phela.
Lucho. So how this song came about is interesting. Very, very, very funny story. Usangweni, ne?
Yeah.
One of Amachita or Spana La Pispani. He came with the song. It was just a structure. And what they're actually working on this beat with Foto Santana. And Gaitan, it was like, chance. Ninga Bensai Sanda singing. And then hook up on a machita and in a studio. We worked on a few things here and there because ASI Peloton at that time. And then the rest is history, man. We had a hit after that. And then so it's a singing is the short in the city of Abantu. and luckily people loved it, people are jamming to it. I'm really, really, really happy.
Man, shout out to Nkululeko Sangweni. If it's come stage name Sakuba Sengkhohliwe. But yeah, he's also but shout out to him, man. All right, so just quickly wrapping it up, I know you probably have an EP dropping. Can we expect an EP 2023?
Obviously. That's the name of my EP that will be dropping next year. So I wanna try something else. I wanna try different sounds. I know which I'm at Durban now. We have the Sabande Promo. I mean, piano is hot at the moment. So you can expect all of those. You can expect Amachita Underground, Angagaziwa, my vocalist Angagaziwa. And we're already working with Amachita, but I'm not too sure on the date. So just keep it locked on my socials. You'll know more, which is a proper name.
DJ SpheLive. Sabonga kakhulu for isikhathi sakho bhuti wami mfethu sohlangana nawe kusasa ekseni no Asante isiqhubu segagasi ngo7 on the Breakfast Gang. We appreciate you.
Without a doubt. Thank you so much, Ben, for an amazing interview.
Thank you, DJ SpheLive.